Dime piece?
No, not at all. She looked like probably back then. Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're gonna finish another mission. Damn, this guy's got a room full of that.
House fire. A bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
You think the Vice boys get any on the side?
There he is. You should be ashamed of yourself, young man.
You should be ashamed of
Hey,
yourself, young
I
man.
gave his wife that. Shit all's fair in love and war.
That's crazy that you could change your suits too, though. Don't believe everything you read on the papers. The City of Angels is much more dangerous by night. Cole Phelps' uniform went on patrol. Get yourself 2 suits and get them pressed. Take an extra dose of damage and stay standing. Vest worn while rubbing shoulders with movie stars. Hit harder and take more punches before going down. Shoot straighter with a weapon. Do these actually matter? Do these actually do stuff?
It's telling you what it does, you fucker.
Alright, then why the hell? What is this? Cosmetic?
Yeah.
This is cosmetic too, and then this one just actually just makes it more better for you. That is so stupid, bro.
You're already sick of the game, you don't need that shit.
Yo, the game isn't even hard. What are you talking about? Unless you're going for like achievements, then it's like it would make sense that you'd have to actually put in work.
You can drive.
Yeah, you can drive, you bum. This friggin' charge us out there.
You hear about Rancho Escondido?
Are we having a conversation, Biggs?
Okay, fuck it. Forget
I'm teasing you, Herschel. Tell me about it.
One of the new housing developments, a couple of weeks from completion. Burnt to the ground last night. GIs are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers.
Evaluate the following limit. I'll tell you the answer. It's freaking, it's probably like negative. Actually, hold on. Let's put this in the webwork file.
You guys better see this. I hope you have strong stomachs.
Don't worry, I got the strongest stomach. Oh, damn!
Morelli, Mike, we recovered a picture of the family. Okay. Anything else? Be honest, I just got here, Phelps. Best you talk to Lynch. He's the expert. Doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved.
Ooh.
I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt a thing.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved them into this room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building? Cole, we got things to do.
Cool, we got things to do.
There it is. What are they doing?
Prayer effect is from the fire. The muscles and tendons contract.
You ever think about how many
Never the
people have
same,
died
are
in
they?
this world? And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them bigs?
No, I have not. Show some respect.
Yo, Spark.
Yeah.
If it was -3 times 1 plus h, do you put 3 in first and then put the square, or put the square in before? Put the square in after, right?
Yeah, bad maths. Graphics. Nah. You put the
It's our boy. I think he
Brackets
watches
need
the
to be
fires. I
inside
think
the
the
bracket.
Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have in
bracket
jail,
makes it
Phelps?
multiplication. You don't do the multiplication.
We got the wrong guy.
That doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. Why would they anyone
You-
do that?
Inside the bracket,
Built.
then
For
exponent.
the fires? For his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty.
Are you? This guy doesn't
Trying
know
to
bed
redeem
math?
himself.
Yo, I'm talking to the wrong person, bro.
Division.
Yes.
But division and multiplication can go either or, right? Division's first.
Yeah. Yo, Obu. Look at this. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. If it's -3 times whatever, does three go in first, or is it squared first?
Always solve the bracket first.
Does 3 go in first, or is it squared first?
So the square goes on top of this.
All right, thanks.
So first,
So it's not. So it's not 9 minus h.
no.
Okay. Thanks. All right, we're back. All right.
We thought they'd be happier together.
You are one very disturbed individual, Phelps. I know you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
He could be right. Can you come up with an alternative
I'm
explanation?
sure it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
Might fit, Cole, but I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
Evidence?
Albert, check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating Biggs.
Is the cat in the room?
No. Is she?
Doesn't tell me anything.
The whole basement's soaking wet. Huh? No, in the freaking game, bro.
What the hell?
This is the flashpoint. The heater detonated with
Mama was
enough
out here
force to
asking us
expose
to
the
do your laundry.
foundations.
I could just look up exactly what to look for.
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. The things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You getting this?
You remember the list from the travel agent?
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
Christ. We should take a look around, work the neighbors, see what they know. I'll go across the street.
Okay, I'll try this side.
I haven't done this for years.
You don't look like a fireman, son.
Bruh. I might have to look up how to freaking solve this. Cause...
What?
Cause I just, a freaking limit. A simple limit problem. Because I forgot how to isolate H. Okay, let's see this real quick. Compute this. They just cancel all that out. Got that. Oh. Wait a second. Let's let's check my notes real quick. Okay. So this was just x squared. But this was that. So basically. You plug it in. And then you just isolate for H. That's a different kind of problem. Yeah, they just start getting into some BS. I'm not gonna lie, I could probably solve this on my own though. It's just 3 times 2, no? It's just -6. Right? No. It's 3x. I think. -3x. Your answer looks like it returns a number. Yeah, frick this thing. Alright, let's see what's going on here.
LAPD. Can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman.
What mission is this called? Walk in Island Fields. There's a glitch on this map? Dudley Foreman, there's 4 questions. Let's just review the evidence real quick, see what we got. To even see if we could prove this guy. Alright, we can actually. Prove him.
Hey, I don't have all day.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
Yo, this guy's a freaking waste shoot.
You didn't like Morelli, did you?
Some neighbors you get along with, some you don't. Guess they should have sold up.
What do you mean?
They're knocking down all these old houses and building a new subdivision for GIs. Morelli was being difficult.
You said someone is knocking these houses down?
Elysian Fields. You must know them. Their billboards, that Monroe character beaming down at you. We've had an offer for the house.
Did the Morellis want to sell?
I don't know.
Whatever you thought of Morelli, his whole family is dead. They couldn't have all deserved that. I want you to help me here, Foreman.
Morelli was pig-headed. He built the house himself. He didn't want to sell. Stubborn fool was ruining it for all of us.
You said the Morellis had won a weekend away to Catalina Island?
Yeah, that's right. First thing I thought after the explosion was, thank goodness they was away. But then I find out they was still in there.
Who was running the competition?
What? I don't know.
I need more, Mr. Foreman. Tell me what you know about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
I know nothing about it. I've never heard of them.
That was the first one I did wrong. Where the heck is the freaking promotional flyer?
How did you get my number, Ira?
At first, I didn't understand you. But now I do.
I'd like you to come back to the clinic.
I'm helping other people now, Doctor.
I think you are confused. You haven't been to the clinic for weeks.
I'm not confused anymore, Doctor. I'm helping people be together.
This world is only temporary. We'll all be happier in heaven. Why don't you tell me where you are and I can come to you? I think the fires should end now. They have served their purpose.
Oh, the fires are only beginning, Doctor. After the fires, everything will be beautiful and clean.
Everything will be erased. The world will be fresh and new.
I can see my purpose now, Doctor. And you helped me to find it.
What? Okay, now I'm just gonna use a friggin' limit calculator. What is the definition of a limit in terms of derivatives? How the hell did that happen? Oh, they expanded the middle of it first. I'm so dumb. They expanded the middle of it. Okay, that's where I went wrong. Alright, so then it's technically -3, 1 squared plus 2, 1, h plus h squared minus 2. Actually, no, it's plus 5 minus whatever is up here. Now I can solve it. -3 plus 2h plus h squared plus 5 minus minus 3. Actually, no, let's just freaking open the bracket. Plus 3, minus 5. And then h is at the bottom, and then we do negative 3. Okay, obviously these get canceled. This gets canceled, this gets canceled, this gets canceled, this gets canceled. Then in there you're left with 2h plus h squared, and then you just isolate for h. So you do h 2 plus h, and then you just go like this, and you go like h, and then it's just equals to 2 plus 0, which is just 2. The answer is 2. How was the answer not 2? Are you stupid? Yo, this thing is stupid, bro. How was the answer not 2? Holy frick. I'm so stupid. Yo. It's negative 6. I'm actually so stupid, bro. I am so stupid. It's freaking negative 6. I didn't multiply negative 3 with freaking this answer. Yo, I am so stupid, bro. I ought to be the stupidest kid in freaking school history. Oh my god, bro. That is so stupid, bro. I'm actually mad. I'm actually so mad, bro. That is the stupidest freaking question I've ever done in my life. I was out here guessing the whole first freaking 2 questions. Alright, time to actually play the game real quick. RQ. I know y'all been fiending for some freaking some gameplay, so here's some gameplay for you guys. Alright, once Phelps is done interviewing the neighbor, the latter will run back into the house, the latter, to retrieve a copy of one of Eisen's promotional flyers. A cutscene will trigger and give you clues about the original Crane. Check it out. Yo, I got nothing out here, bro. I don't know what they're on about.
All a man can do is put in a prayer for the dead. About all I've got to say about it.
Yo, what do I do, bro?
Find anything interesting? Advice?
Thank you so much for that advice. You suck. You freaking waste you, bro. Who's the freaking ladder? Go to the right side of the house and look for the water heater marked with C. I'm so blind.
Looks like the same model.
Go after Biggs and trigger the next cutscene where Biggs and Cole find the Marines and Cole's family is also the winner of that Charlie is seen as Biggs' case. Biggs has no intention of arresting and Cole for only killing. I saw that. After the cutscene, go look for clues. Go to the mark and see. In the front yard, you'll see newspaper and you'll find cigarette butts next to the tree. The neighbor's front yard left in the crime scene. Where the hell are his cigarette butts? Next to the tree in the neighbor's front yard.
Whoever he was wearing boondockers. I would know that imprint anywhere. Someone was keeping watch. Looks like they were here for quite a while. Brand looks distinctive.
There we go. The ladder will run into the house to retrieve a copy of one of ICL's promotional flyers. Who's the ladder, bro?
Did you see anyone hanging around the Morelli's home prior to the explosion?
Nope. Can't say as I was looking out, though.
You sure, Mr. Foreman? There are signs of someone hanging around over there by the fence.
Hey, now that you come to think of it, there was a guy. Kind of tall. Skinny, though.
Anything else?
Orange lumber jacket, a beat-up hat, and no hair. I thought he was the pest exterminator guy who was working around here the last few days. But that guy had hair.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Foreman.
Sure. Hey, if you're interested, I have one of those competition flyers in the kitchen. I could get it for you if you like.
That would be great.
Any luck, Cole?
Couple of things. What did you pick up?
Folded piece of paper. Looks complicated.
Japanese call it origami. Can I take a look?
Sure.
Japanese? That's not true.
Paper crane. There's a legend about them.
Americans
Fold
call it
1,000
that
of
too.
these and you get a wish.
Hey, don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. It looks like a waybill or a flyer.
For what?
For Elysian Fields developments.
Okay.
Oh, I see you already have one.
That's crazy.
When did the flyer arrive in your mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
H approaches 0. I'm going to just do 2 times 3 squared plus 2. 3 times H plus H squared plus C minus minus 18 minus C H equals 18 plus 2 times 3 is 6 times 2 is 12 H plus 2H squared plus C minus 18 minus C over H. Alright. So now we can just isolate. So we just cancel 18, cancel C. Now we're left with 2H squared plus 12H. And then we do 12H plus H squared. We just isolate H. So then it just becomes twelve plus 0 is 12. So we get the answer for the limit. We didn't get the answer for C at all. Then the expression can be written in the form of AH plus B3, where A is that's 12. What the heck? What specifically is it asking for? Like AH.
About $5 for the exclusive.
I'm going to memorize your name and throw my head away.
I need an address for a property developer. Elysian Fields Developments.
One moment, Detective. The address is 748 North Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Messages, please.
You have a message. Contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks. Can you put me through, operator?
Of course. Here you are.
Commander?
Leads on the Morelli fire.
We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields Developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe? He's a personal friend of the mayor and the chief. Are you out of your mind? I'm warning you, Phelps.
Commander, we have a line of inquiry.
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Have a report on my desk today.
Kelty has warned us off over Elysian.
Makes sense. It's a dead end. We should check out Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton. Let's go. Hey, Cole, let's get moving.
Shut up! On my way.
Can you drive to this one?
So where do you want to go?
Hold on, let's check if we actually have to do this real quick. Use the next game mode to find the location of that, and then go to this.
Shame about Chuck. The arson desk has been trying to nail that son of a bitch for years.
He's still in custody, Herschel.
Want to bet? Fella kicked him loose already. Can't hold him for misdemeanor cigarettes and matches.
Can be right next to my age.
You know, there are times when you really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America,
sir.
dickhead.
Now step back, or I'll lock you up for a
Smart mouth
fray.
son of a bitch.
Come back here. You're not getting off that easy. That's done it, Cole. We're gonna have to pacify these poor saps.
Oh! Knocked him out clean.
We've had a bad break, but this isn't the answer.
Oh, you're going down, you piece of shit.
Damn, I'm goated.
Good thing you showed up when you did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
Okay, then. Let's see if there's anything left to take a look at.
mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
You'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap. If we're paying a visit to Elysian and ruining my career, let's bite the bullet and get on with it.
That's it? How did all these trees go on fire from... Wait, multiple
You know the
houses?
way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
This is such a stupid question, bruh. This is actually such a stupid question.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe.
Send them through.
And that's our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
Okay. 2x squared plus c. Where c is any real number.
would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
Don't be necessary, General. Go into my office.
You like a cigar? Drink, boys.
Sure, I'll have a scotch.
Biggs, we're investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boys. How can I help?
I swear I've seen this guy before.
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
I thought that started playing in the freaking game.
We found a family burnt out in their home. Another house burned to the ground. Another Elysian Fields flyer. Our information is that they didn't want to sell.
Are you saying that's something to do with me? Is that your point?
Point is, every time we find a family barbecue, we find one of your flyers. Is that good advertising?
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
Level with me, Mr. Monroe. You know all about the vacation offers.
You can believe whatever you like, son. You're missing the vital ingredient called proof.
Your face is all over the flyers, Mr. Monroe. You know about the prizes, and you're aware that they get given to holdouts.
My face is the brand. It's on all our advertising. Did you know that the mayor and the chief of police are part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund? You want to accuse them of murder as well?
Made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
Come on, Mr. Monroe. You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history. To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense.
I don't use the bathroom, I'll be right back.
What's Elysian Fields' involvement in Rancho Escondido?
One of our latest housing developments. It was due to open on the weekend, or was before the unfortunate conflagration.
It met with building code regulation.
Absolutely. Only the best for our returning heroes.
You're lying, Monroe. There's something out of kilter about that development.
Son, I've had enough of you and your fidgety friend. There's no way in hell you can prove that my materials were inferior.
I'm no expert, but I think we'll find that the bricks being used on those houses are undersized and the mortar is faulty.
And there's no wall ties connecting the masonry to the frame.
Every building is built to a budget, boys. Those buildings were inspected and fully insured by California Fire and Life. Investment of that magnitude demands it. Do you think they'd vouch for the buildings without examining them? The arsonists. Do you have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so. The contractors I use for waybills. Do you suppose it could be any of them? I have a list of their names if it would be of any help.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Monroe.
Correct.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD. My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the police pension fund?
Glad to be of help, officers.
Your boss is a fine man.
This guy must have escaped from the loony bin. A skeleton goes into a bar and orders a beer and a mop.
Walking out on his wife like that?
What's the story? Any of these names ring a bell?
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
Operator, message for KGPL.
My bad, y'all. I'm back.
You know what? Don't even say YouTuber.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
At a golf course yesterday in Caledon. I see them taking a lot of shit online. I just want to say
Can you
this.
check whether
As
we're
much as
still
we
holding
hate
a
the
Herbert
fact
Chapman?
that they let us down
Let me
again,
find out
and
for
we're
you.
still trying to figure out what happened in Game 5 and Game 7. Every
He was
single
released this
team
morning, Detective.
will hit the golf course a couple of days after
sorry,
their
Detective.
season ends. Before
Not
all
your
the
fault.
boys go
Can you
their
give me a
separate
last known
ways.
address and put out an
There is
APB on
nothing
the guy?
unusual about this. So for those taking
I'll
shots
get
at them
back to you,
online,
Detective.
back off.
APB will
Let
go
them
out
be.
over
We have healing
KGPL
to do
shortly.
as fans. They
Thanks.
have healing to do as players. Healing usually begins on the golf course. Some of these guys might not even be teammates next year. What do you expect them to do? Sit
See how fast I locked in? I locked in so fast.
Love for me in it. Give me your heart, and baby, I'll bin it. 'Cause I always kill the things.
Damn, he's there. Oh, look who's walking up on him.
Buy me a drink, Cole? No. Not even for old time's sake? Not even for that. You're not going to ask me why I'm here? I wouldn't give you the pleasure. We'll get around to it. She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel
Save the
about...
threats for someone who cares about the Roy.
You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you. Stay away from Elysian Fields.
I should have known that you were playing errand boy.
You and your doofus partner. You have been warned.
Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
I love you.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that
I
company.
have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here.
Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
Break out of here, you waste. I'm coming for you and everyone you're with. You freaking waste, you.
You get the message about Monroe?
Yeah. Earl delivered it. You?
McKelty. He started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that, Herschel. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps.
Damn,
Monroe's
2
an
million?
asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
JPL calling car 11K, 11K.
11K, go ahead.
11K, the last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley Drive in Wilshire.
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
You fought at Sugarloaf, didn't you?
I did, but I don't like to talk about it.
You come across a guy called Jack Kelso out that way?
You know Jack Kelso?
He's an insurance investigator over at California Fire and Life. Our paths cross from time to time. For some reason, seeing you makes me think of him.
Has, Jack spoken to you about his experiences on Sugarloaf? Or the rest of the campaign?
Jack keeps stum just like you do. I know what it feels like to get back from conflict. You gotta respect that. We bounce into Chapman's place and grab him. His name on the list is good enough for me.
Sergeant George is en route to 496 Broadway. You have another assignment there, Central?
Frig. Frig.
No need to turn yet. No turn here, Cole. Dead on. Keep going through the turn. No need to turn at the next intersection. Go right. Keep going through the turn. Go straight. No turn here, Cole. Left up ahead. At the next turn, take a right. Hang a left up there. Can you go right at the next corner? Left up ahead. Go! What are you doing? Next corner, go left.
Damn.
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him, too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. There's some kind of
Let's
problem.
take a look at the car.
Let's see what he's hauling around. Motive, opportunity, and hard evidence. We should revise the APB. He's clearly armed. Definitely gives him opportunity.
Hold it, Cole. There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit. He's seen us.
Cops. Again.
Son of a bitch. He must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole.
Now all of a sudden the trolley's gonna be
I'll
goddamn
call this in. Get some cars
fast as
dispatched.
hell.
Car 11K calling KGPL. 11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar, currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
Roger, 11K. All units, officers need assistance on Melrose Avenue. The suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar headed eastbound. Approach over. Suspect is in control of the streetcar and driving dangerously. Units to handle code 3 identified.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him. See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down. Hold him tight, Cole. As soon as he ditches the tram, we'll be there to grab him. End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole.
That's some garbage, bro. That's some garbage. Nah, I gotta restart the whole thing, too.
There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundry. Shit. He's seen us.
Cops. Again.
Son of a bitch. He must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole. I'll call this in. Get some cars dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL. 11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar, currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
Roger, 11K. All units, officers need assistance on Melrose Avenue. The suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar headed eastbound. Approach with caution. Suspect is in control of the streetcar and driving dangerously. Units to handle code 3 identified.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him. See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down. I need to be closer, Phelps. Hold him tight, Cole. As soon as he ditches the tram, we'll be there to grab him. Look, Cole. End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole. Looks like we have our man, Cole. Well done.
I'm not so sure. Chapman seemed to have his own agenda. There seems to be more to this than a personal vendetta.
What are you talking about?
The fires benefit Elysian in some way. I see Chapman and Monroe working together.
You have a point. The evidence is good for Chapman. Hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
Nice work, gentlemen. Put yourself at considerable risk stopping that trolley and probably saved a lot of lives. Anyone else but you, Phelps, and you'd be up for a bravery award. We've had our eyes on that slippery son of a bitch Chapman for as long as I can remember. I couldn't be happier than to wipe him off the scoreboard. I hope this puts to bed that crazy stuff you had going about Leland Monroe. What were you thinking, Phelps? We'll be calling Richard Nixon a crook next.
What is it?
A letter from Lou. His insurance policy named me beneficiary.
California Fire and Life. You worked for Elysian?
The roof that he was working on collapsed.
It's a very generous settlement. Elsa, I'd like you to do something for me. I think there's something dirty about Elysian Fields.
What has that got to do with Lou?
I want you to reject this settlement. I want you to go and see an investigator named Jack Kelso and ask him to make some inquiries about Lou's case.
Isn't this police work?
Do you want to find out what happened to Lou?
Why would he help Miss Kelso?
Jack won't be able to help himself if he smells a rat.
He's a friend of yours?
He hates my guts. Elsa, you could take this money and let them get away with it, or we could get Jack's help and do something about it.
Why not be honest with this man, Cole? He deserves your honesty if you want his help.
Believe me, Elsa, I'd like to level with him. I really would, but it's too late. Years too late.
Five stars. House of Sticks.
Mr. Kelso?
That's what the sign on the door says, miss.
Dear Miss Lockman, pertaining to the matter of the policy number, all of a sudden death of Louise. It's not my uniform that you've been named as the sole beneficiary from this estate. Check for $20K, payable amount in accordance with 104 liability death policy of Walter Wild. If you dispute the settlement, you may contact your counsel.
There's no need to come into the office, Miss Lichtman. If you accept the settlement, all you need to do is sign here.
I don't accept this.
What do you mean you don't accept? I think you're pushing your luck, lady. This seems to be a ridiculously generous settlement. A $200 policy with a $20,000 payout? You should...
I don't want the money.
What do you mean you don't want the money?
I want you to investigate this case. I feel my friend may have been the victim of foul play.
Okay. Let me get the case file.
There's got to be more in these files.
Sounds like your friend took a hell of a fall. I'm sorry for your loss. Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course not.
What basis do you have for your claim of foul play?
Lou Buckwalter was a craftsman. I don't believe he would have made a roof that would collapse.
You want me to reopen this case based on your woman's intuition? That isn't going to happen. Take the money.
I've already told you I do not want the money. There's something wrong with that house.
You and Buckwalter weren't married?
No.
Then how did you become his beneficiary?
We were family friends.
You expect me to reopen this case because you come in here walking that walk? Well, I'm not buying it. I think you should tell me what the hell is going on.
You really want to know?
Yes.
We were interned together on Ellis Island. Resident alien Germans whose parents had been killed by Nazis. Do you see the irony in that, Mr. Kelso? We spent 4 years there.
So the roof collapsed. Accidents happen. What exactly are you trying to achieve here, Miss Lichtman?
Exactly what I said. I want that building thoroughly investigated.
I'm intrigued, Miss Lichtman. I really am. But you're going to have to give me something if you want me to get involved in this.
There is a conspiracy surrounding Elysian Fields and the new houses they are building. I believe your insurance company is involved.
That's pretty heady stuff, Miss Lichtman. Flimsy, but heady.
I've told you what I know, Mr. Kelso. What are you going to do about it?
All right, Miss Lichtman. One final question.
Yes.
What's your address?
Is that usual?
Is there anything usual about this case, Miss Lichtman?
The address is on the letter, Mr. Kelso.
The address, not the phone number.
Hey, yo!
Mr. Benson would like to see you in his office, Jack. Upstairs. Come on.
Now I'm
I'll walk
playing
you
as
up.
Mr. Benson? Where am I? Which precinct is this even? Division 7, so this is Wilshire as well. Same precinct. Okay. Where'd she go?
You coming?
Yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, thanks for waiting.
Whatever kind of look you were going for.
Hey, shut up. Man's out here playing golf in his office.
Mr. Benson, you wanted to see me?
Oh, yes, Jack. I'm just trying out a new putter. I noticed Elsa Lichtman in the lobby.
It's the weirdest thing, Mr. Benson.
Call me Curtis, Jack. This is California.
Like I said, Curtis, this is a very strange case.
How so, Jack?
That lady, Elsa Lichtman, is refusing a 20 grand payout.
Elsa Lichtman is hardly a lady, Jack. She's a jazz musician.
Whoa.
Plays at the Blue Room in Hollywood. She has a fine pair of lungs, now that I think
She's
of
the
it.
beneficiary of this guy, Lou Buckwalter. He was killed in an industrial accident working for Elysian Fields Developments. You know Elysian?
I'm familiar with Leland Monroe. We move in similar circles.
Well, Miss Lichtman is making some pretty serious accusations. She says the case stinks and that
She's a
something
very
happened.
highly strung girl, Jack. Strung out might be a better way to put it.
It's a pretty generous payment, Curtis. I think I should look into it.
Is there anything wrong with the paperwork, Kelso?
No, there isn't, Mr. Benson.
I didn't think so. Pay the case out and get her off our backs.
I can't make her take the money,
Deal
sir.
with it, Jack. Do your fucking job. Do I have to do everything?
No, sir, you don't.
Fine, Jack. Fine. You know I have the greatest confidence in you.
Thanks, Mr. Benson.
Damn.
Your car, Mr. Kelso.
Thanks, kid.
I'm back here.
That's not how my pop taught me to mix it. Someone is cutting corners. Bulldozing and starting again. Leland Monroe, the man with the grin. Looks like he doesn't like to be disappointed.
Hey! You just can't be walking around down here.
I'm Jack Kelso, from California Fire and Life.
I don't care if you're from the Vatican. Buzz off.
I'm investigating the accidental death of a Lou Buckwalter, and...
You deaf? Do I have to beat on you?
Looks like you do.
You're a real asshole. You know that?
I can't help but get suspicious when you're so
Take
damn
another
friendly.
step this way, and there's gonna be trouble.
I came to see the house where Lou Buckwalter died. You were just about to offer to show me the way.
It's out the gate and 3 houses down on the left. Don't know what you're looking for, smart guy. There's nothing there.
Then I'll poke around in the rubble.
Fine. As long as you're out of my sight.
A is 2, B is 4. There we go. Freaking such a stupid freaking goddamn assignment. Asked me to do all this work. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. I'm out here trying to do some homework. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yo, I'm actually goated. I got it right. Because I got the help of some artificial intelligence to help me. What the freaking stupid question was asking, because it's not clear at all. I got the whole answer of the derivative, but not what the freaking thing's actually just asking for in terms of like the goddamn variables that it's including for no freaking reason. So we're just gonna I forgot to put problem 1. Problem 1 is alright.
The place falls down, and then they bulldoze it. What gives here?
decisive. Now, I'm not so sure.
Let's try to piece this together.
Keystone Films.
Keystone Films? Who gets their lumber from a film studio?
That's crazy.
You son of a bitch! Jack?
Sorry, pal. Just when I thought we were starting to get on.
Best believe I shot him right in his face, bro. Yo, y'all didn't think I was actually about to shoot him that well. Oh, he just got sat on. He actually just got sat on, bro. Sat on and farted on, bro. Like, actually.
Jack Kelso, California Fire and Life Investigator.
This guy's like smelling like.
I need an address on the Keystone Film Company.
The address is...
I need an address on the Keystone Film Company.
658 North Wilton Place. Is there anything else?
No, thank you, ma'am.
Hey, ma'am, thank you, ma'am.
Hi, Mac. I work for California Fire and Life. I'm looking into an industrial accident.
Here?
No, not here. At a housing development over on Normandy Avenue.
So?
I found some lumber over there, had the Keystone name printed on it.
We've been closed since '41. Never quite made the transition to talkies. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund are pulling the place down.
Know anything about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nix.
Mind if I take a look around?
I'm kind of hungry. If someone was to leave a couple of bucks here, I might wander down the street and get a cup of coffee.
Is there a key to the gate?
No. The only guys who go in or out are some delivery guys from Elysian Fields. They're working on a housing development over at Wilton and Santa Monica. You'll have to hop it.
Alright. Time to op the fence, y'all.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen join forces to launch the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. The Suburban Redevelopment...
Delta, speed up, Delta.
Returning GI.
Gentlemen, this is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He's our latest investor in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Doctor, this is Curtis Benson. He's Vice President of the California Fire and Life. Pleased to meet you, Doctor. Ray Gordon, editor of the Times. Doctor. District Attorney Don Sandler and Police Chief Warren. Gentlemen, I am delighted to be in such exalted company. You're making quite a name for yourself, Doctor, amongst the thespian fraternity. I find that those of artistic temperament are often of a fragile mental disposition. It's a short step from miscreant to recidivism, Doctor. Very true. But I think we could all agree that the City of Angels does rather well.
Let's see what the rich and powerful have to say for themselves.
Hear, hear. And it's something that every sucker getting off a train at Union Station wants a part of. Gentlemen, we're here to sell the American dream, and Hollywood is our greatest advertiser. So, how is your new development selling, Leland? Cannot throw them up fast enough, Ray.
And that's part of the problem, Leland. Washington is receiving steady complaints. There's a clamor for public.
God damn it, Ray. Public housing is tantamount to communism. Now, that's why we fought this goddamn war. I'm telling you, it's Reds via the back door.
You can't have it both ways, Leland. The new freeways are being built to service all your developments out in the boondocks. They're all being built with government money.
The GI Bill is government money. There's a difference.
What difference?
The GI money ends up in my pocket.
I hope you mean our pockets, Leland. We're all investors.
Poor Curtis. So, when will the freeway bond be passed on?
It still has to be ratified. It takes a long time to raise $3 billion.
Damn.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen joined forces to launch the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund pledges to speed up housing development for returning GIs.
Gentlemen, this is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He's our latest investor in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Doctor, this is Curtis Benson. He's Vice President of the California Fire and Life.
Pleased to meet you, Doctor.
Ray Gordon, editor of the Times. Doctor, District Attorney, Douglas.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen joined forces to launch the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund pledges to speed up housing development for returning GIs.
That's one way to keep your costs down. Too bad it won't support a roof. So this is where their lumber comes from?
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen joined forces to launch the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund pledges to speed up housing development for returning GIs.
Gentlemen, this is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He's our latest investor in the Suburban Redevelopment.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen joined forces to launch the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund pledges to speed up housing development for returning GIs.
Gentlemen, this is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He's our latest investor in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Doctor, this is Curtis Benson. He's Vice President of the California Fire and Life.
Pleased to meet you, Doctor.
Ray Gordon, editor of the Times.
Doctor.
District Attorney Donald Sandler and Police Chief Warren.
Gentlemen, I am delighted to be in such exalted company. You're making quite a name for yourself, Doctor, amongst the thespian fraternity. I find that those of artistic temperament are often of a fragile mental disposition. It's a short step from miscreant to recidivism, Doctor. Very true. But I think we could all agree that the City of Angels does rather well basking in the reflection of the motion picture industry.
Hear, hear. And it's something that every sucker getting off a train at Union Station wants a part of. Gentlemen, we're here to sell the American dream, and Hollywood is our greatest advertiser.
So, how is your new development selling, Leland?
Cannot throw them up fast enough, Ray.
And that's part of the problem, Leland. Washington is receiving steady complaints. There's a clamor for public housing.
God damn it, Ray. Public housing is tantamount to communism.
I'm
That's
so
why we fought
tired,
this
bro.
goddamn war. I'm telling you, it's Reds via the back door.
You can't have it both ways, Leland. The new freeways are being built to service all your developments out in the boondocks. They're all being built with government money.
The GI Bill is government money.
There's a difference.
What difference?
The GI money ends up in my pocket.
I hope you mean our pockets, Leland. We're all investors.
Of course, Curtis. So, when will the freeway bond be passed on?
It still has to be ratified. It takes a long time to raise $3 billion.
I need to find a game well or a telephone.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen join forces to launch
Operator, think you could put me through to police dispatch? Thanks.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, Badge 987.
This is Jack Kelso, investigator for California Fire and Life. Can you put me through to Curtis Benson, please?
Just a moment, please, Mr. Kelso.
Jack, how can I help?
Do you know anything about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, Mr. Benson?
I've heard of them, Jack. Building new homes for GIs.
With green lumber that was used on movie sets.
Jack, are you working the Buckwalter case?
Mr. Benson, are you part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Jack, I want you to listen very clearly. Call Miss Lickman. Call her as soon as you hang up. Arrange to see her tonight and get her to agree to the settlement. Do it tonight. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
End of story, Jack. I don't want to hear another word about Elsa Lickman or Luke Buckwalter.
Can you put me through to Michigan 221?
Putting the call through.
Hello?
Ms. Lichtman, it's Jack Kelso.
Yes, Mr. Kelso.
I've been looking into your case.
Yes, and what have you found?
It doesn't look good. I need to see you.
Meet me at the Blue Room. I work there tonight. I take a break around 9. I'll be waiting at the stage door. We can talk then. Auf Wiedersehen, Mr. Kelso.
Thanks, ma'am.
All I.
And don't suppose I'll make a plea, 'cause baby, you know I'm guilty.
What were you doing with him?
I was doing what you asked.
I didn't ask you to meet him in an alleyway.
Why do you snarl at me? Your friend came to ask me to accept the insurance.
He's not my friend, Elsa.
I think he's a brave man, and you have placed him in great danger. You've involved him in something, and he has no idea of the risk. Can you live with that, Cole?
Elsa, I need his help, and he hates my guts.
Forget the past, Cole. He deserves a chance to say no. If he helps you, let it be on his terms.
I'll go see him in the morning.
That's crazy. Oh, snap.
You lose something, Mac?
I thought these private eye types were all wise guys with smart mouths.
Looks like the snappy repartee has all dried up.
Get on with it.
What's your hurry, Mac? You got some place to go?
You ever do the cat and mouse routine without a gun in your hand?
Now that's more like it.
Let's put a few gaps in that smile. All right, let's dance.
Time for you to lose some teeth.
I'm about to finish the goddamn job.
Don't worry, buddy. I'll lay you out.
You're a worn, tough guy. You should learn to take a hint. Get him downstairs and into the trunk.
Bruh.
Sure, he turned up all right. He's wishing he didn't. He's in the trunk. He's going nowhere. The boys introduced themselves. What do you want done with him, Mr. Monroe?
Whoa!
Yeah, I know a good place. Pick up a shovel and a pick on the way. It's up in the hills behind Griffith Park. We'll deal with that German bitch next.
Elsa.
What the hell?
Let me in!
Sorry, pal. Desperate times.
Oh, snap. Everyone's after me, bro. Yo! Yo! The whole world's after me.
City. Owns the cops. I need to find Elsa.
Who's Elsa? Freaking from Frozen?
Where are they?
Y'all about to see the best driving from me in the entire freaking game. I lied. You're not.
I've got a job to do.
Hollywood Land, Hollywood Land, Hollywood Lane. Don't die. Cole Phelps answered the door.
So you're still carrying that Army 45, Cole?
For God's sake, Cole! Call an ambulance!
Why? They're gonna know. Damn.
Satchel charges on the cave entrance from above.
The
Covering
truth is
fire on
out
weapons
on
team. Look for snipers in the
Elysian
trees.
Fields, despite
You know the
Lennon's
drill. No
Lena
risks, no
Moreau's
heroes, no
best
prisoners.
efforts
You want some roast on this one, Sarge?
No, you guys have done enough.
Is what it
Head back
actually
to
said.
Webs. We are going to blow every cave we come across. Close them down and move on, people.
Damn. I was hoping to get me a samurai sword.
Skipper says that Phelps has fallen behind again. He's got his fire teams checking every cave. He's lost another flamethrower. He wants you to get over there and hurry them along.
Ho, boom. Weapons company.
Sir.
Sir.
We have a major cave complex in front of us, Hogaboom. I want flamethrowers and BAR teams to clean it out.
Begging your pardon, sir. But if it's a big complex, why don't we bring the Shermans in? They could pour it in there.
We can't wait for tanks to be brought up. I'm already behind.
Then blow the cave. No skin off our nose. Bury them.
We are going in there and clearing them out. We are doing it by the numbers, Sergeant. Get your team in place. We're moving out. Mount up! First fire team and flamethrowers. Head in!
Where's he going?
Where's who going?
The big cowboy. He's going in.
Who gave that order?
You did.
A polite invitation.
Hello, Miss Lichtman. How long have you been sitting there?
Not long, Mr. Kelso.
You look lovely, Princess. You haven't exactly caught me at my best. okay, Miss Lichtman. I'm a big boy. I know how to take my licks.
Please, call me Elsa.
Okay, Elsa? What can I do for you?
I'd like to explain because
I can join the dots, Elsa.
Cole needs your help, Jack. The police department have frozen him out.
Look, you're obviously a brave lady, but you can't fight all Cole's battles for it.
I just wanted to apologize
You
for...
don't have to apologize. You were right about Elysian Fields. Tell me something. What was Lou Buckwalter's regular job?
He was a carpenter. He built sets for RKO, Warner Brothers.
Set carpenter? Perfect. If you don't mind, Elsa, I'd like to get a little rest now. I've got a lot more dots to join, and it's making my head hurt.
That's perfectly understandable, Mr. Jack. I hope we can meet again under less dramatic circumstances.
I hope so too, Princess. I'd like that.
You Kelso?
Who's asking?
Peterson, Assistant DA.
You're in the wrong building, Peterson. This is a hospital.
A wise guy. Let me tell you a story, Kelso.
Can I get the abridged version? My head hurts.
You're a funny guy, Jack.
What do you want, Peterson?
A colorful character mentioned your name. He said that you might know something about...
There's a problem with colorful characters, Peterson. First they send you over a drink, then they buy you dinner, then you get a phone call in the middle of the night for a favor. Try rubbing shoulders with some solid citizens. They're the ones you're supposed to protect.
You finished, Kelso?
For the moment.
I'm going to run for DA, Kelso. The current administration stinks.
And you want me to help?
I'm looking for a DA's investigator. You get a gun and a badge and $120 a month.
I get $150 a month now.
I'm going after the Vice Squad, Kelso. It's going to get me elected.
I've got something better. How about Leland Monroe?
The property developer?
You think I fell down the stairs?
Ollie! Give me a second, y'all.
Thanks for the patch-up, Princess. Might be the only R&R I get for some time.
Damn. 2. One, two, buckle my shoe, 3, 4.
Remember me?
Jack, it's good to see you. You've caught me at a slightly inopportune moment. Can we do this some other time?
Back off, Curtis. Move away from the door.
Jack, there's no call for that.
You're smooth, Curtis, I'll give you that. You try to get me killed and you still manage to be polite about it.
Jack, how could you accuse me of having anything to do with that?
I want to know all about you and Monroe, Curtis. You give it up or I beat it out of you.
Get the fuck out of here, Jack. You're fired. Who do you think you are? Get out of town now while you still have the chance. You have no idea what kind of forces you're dealing with here.
I guess we've exhausted the passive options. Sit tight, Curtis. I'm taking a look around.
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
How old are you, Princess?
16.
What?
Mister?
How old are you really?
Nearly 13.
What?
You take love where you can find it as you get older.
Love? That has nothing to do with love, Curtis.
Some might find your romantic notions endearing, Jack.
Oh
I
my
find them very
God.
tiring.
You're finished, Curtis.
That remains to be seen, Jack.
Nah.
I haven't told you about my new job, Curtis. DA's investigator.
Who do you think the DA reports to, Jack?
Get dressed, you're getting out of here.
He's not so bad. He just lays on top of me and grunts for a few minutes. He's kind. And he buys me nice things.
Get dressed, you're leaving.
She will only come back.
That is insane, though.
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
Okay, hold on. Let's just check the, thing to see if we need to find anything, actually. Doesn't look like it. Alright. Wait. This is a different case.
Jack, you've made a terrible mistake. Get out while you can.
Where the frick? Alright.
To get all of the stockholders, I need to follow the paper trail.
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
Okay.
I knew you were in bed with a lesion, Curtis. Now I know why.
Jack, you've made a terrible mistake. Get out while you can.
I want answers, Curtis. So pay attention.
Please, Jack. I'm not a violent man.
I don't get it, Curtis. You're vice president of the company. Why take the risk?
It's a simple business transaction, dear boy.
You're lying, Curtis. Something happened at the company, didn't it? That's why you took the bribe.
Bribe? What bribe? How can you accuse me of benefiting ahead of the company?
I noticed that the share certificates are in your name, Curtis, not the company's. What did you use as collateral?
Those sons of bitches in Sacramento. They passed me over for president. Sent me here because they believed it was a backwater. But they were wrong. Los Angeles will become the capital of the West, not San Francisco. This place will be the city of the 20th century. And I'm gonna get my cut, Jack.
You're going to jail, Curtis. You and your cronies.
We'll see about that, Jack.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
You're talking about the future of Los Angeles. You cannot interfere with these plans.
Information, Curtis.
Business people who have joined forces to meet the demand for new homes.
You're lying, Curtis. They're going to burn those movie sets they call houses, and you're carrying the insurance on them.
And how do you prove that, Jack?
Rancho Escondido burnt to the ground. California Fire and Life is carrying the paper.
Jack, the best result you could get from insurance would be replacement cost. The stakes are much, much higher.
Why the big payoff in the Buckwalter case? It was bound to bring it to attention.
Who could have predicted this particular confluence of events? Elsa Lichtman as the beneficiary who spurns the cash. The brilliant but flawed detective becoming her lover. And you, Jack, taking their bait.
You buy green lumber and use it to build houses. How do you expect it to end?
Mr. Monroe has a fine reputation for building houses. What would I know about his choice of building materials?
Give me what I need or I'll beat it out of you.
It's all there in the case file, if you know what to look for.
Very neat, Curtis.
Achieve maximum rank. Let's go.
Maybe I can't work it out, but Phelps can. He may be many things, but he is one of the best detectives the LAPD has ever had.
Your card is marked, Jack. You'll have an unfortunate accident if you don't leave town.
Your California isn't the same as mine, Mr. Benson. Not at all.
California. Also product.
I'm just going up to my office, Barty. Gotta check over some files.
Take the elevator. First door on the right when you come out. You know the way, Kelso.
Some of that mess.
So, Curtis, what is it you don't want me to see? Insured replacement value for the house is $900. Current value of the house and land is $3,500. Christ, how many of these dumps are we carrying on the books?
There's got to be more in these files. There's something else.
34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
I have a Detective Phelps of the
Hey.
LAPD here to see you.
Phelps.
Have a seat, Cole. Where's the go-between? She's awful easy on the eye for a foreign girl.
Does that private dick petter actually work on anyone, Kelso? It's not your style. You were always a little more direct.
This is your dime, officer.
Would you have helped me if I asked, Jack? A little chuck on the shoulder, shot of Semper Fi.
Fuck you, Cole. Be a man. Why send a woman to do your dirty work? You're a cop. Why do you want my help?
I thought a PI might be a little more discreet.
I'm no gumshoe. I used to be an investigator for this company before your investigation got me fired.
Sorry to hear that, Jack. I'm sorry about a lot of things.
Is that an apology, Cole?
It's a feeble attempt at one, yes. Look, Jack, it's a murder case, and I need help to solve it.
So what's it got to do with Elysian Fields developments?
They're in it somehow. The flyers keep turning up whenever I find a domestic fire.
They're boosters. Stiffing GIs for deposits, making them wait months for a throw-up house. They're already making more money than they can count. What's turned them into killers?
So you believe me?
This is why you dragged me into the Buckwalter case.
Look, Jack, I'm sorry. But if not for me, do it for some of the poor saps who are dying. Or some of the leathernecks who are getting grifted. How about it, Jack?
I know you, Cole. You're still beating yourself up over that medal on Sugarloaf. The medal you think you didn't deserve, but you just don't get it. Nobody deserves a medal. It's just the ridiculous situation you find yourself in and how you react to it. You think you failed up on that hill. But courage isn't a tap you can turn on or off. Courage isn't permanent. It's a tenuous and fickle thing. Courage and cowardice exist in every man. Get over it.
You got it off your chest.
I guess I have.
Can you help me, Jack?
I'm thinking about it. The Hall of Records is the place to start.
Let's go! We got a real partner now. From the army. My boy Jack Curtis. Or Jack Kelso or whatever the frick his name is. Well, I remember this place.
Hello there.
No chandelier.
You need some help there, sir?
Yeah.
The Land Registry Office. Where is it?
Just up the stairs.
Thanks.
Just up the stairs. Let's check where exactly they're at. Land Registry Office is literally second floor. Okay. I like how obvious it is. Marriage License Department. That is not it. There it is.
I'd like to see the company details of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Certainly, sir. Just this way.
Where? Oh. He looked back just to see if I was following him.
All those suburban sons of bitches ought to be listed in here.
We're just gonna click on all of them. I can't lie. I don't even. Gee, let's just see if we even recognize anyone. This guy? Yo, frick this. Yeah, we're clicking on everyone we don't even know. That's a whole list of people's names. Frick, man! Yo, we're just gonna go look this up real quick. Hold on. Hall of Records. Randall Jones. Okay, let's see where that friggin' name is. Am I blind? Am I blind? On the right side, tap the name Randall Jones. Yo, I ought to be the most blind person in the game, bro. Yo, I'm so blind. Does anyone see it? Yo. Where is it? Is it on another page? Yo. Yo, they're scamming us. They're scamming us with these pages, bro. Hold on, we gotta check properly. Now use the calculator to enter that. What the heck? The 21st letter of the alphabet is U, so go to the appropriate bookshelf and open up another book on the right side. Tap Randall Jones. Wait, am I in the wrong location? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. Yo, what is this booty cheek garbage, bro? Why am I out here looking at S for? What am I looking at S for? What's in S? Yo. Oh, examine book S on the right side. Tap Courtney Sheldon. Yo. Yo, I was looking at the wrong freaking name the whole time, bruh. Yo, where's Courtney Sheldon, bro? Can I go more? Where? Open and turn the page on the right side. So that means it's right here on the right side. Okay, so we gotta open it once, open it twice. Now on the right side. Yo, it's right there. Yo, I see it. Yo,
Courtney,
I'm goated. Yo,
sake.
I would have taken 10 hours to find that,
What's he
bro.
got to do with this?
Oh my god.
I'd like information on
Y'all
plot
so
of land.
lucky I found that early.
The address?
Not exactly. It's a new lot. I have the coordinates. 34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
All right.
This guy's got
that
some
makes it a bit more
immaculate
difficult.
memory.
Come with me.
Come with me. Now use a calculator and enter.
I believe that is in the Wilshire area. Here.
Where the hell is it? This is a calculator?
Degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west. The lot number's 1876988.
Damn, that's how maps used to work? I didn't even know that.
We have at least 1 million lot numbers in the Los Angeles area. The registrations are in alphabetical order. You need
Yo,
to
how'd they
convert
not
your
have
lot
Google
number
back then?
to a letter.
How do I do that?
Over here. Use this adding machine. There are 90,000 entries to a book. So
Adding
divide your lot
machine?
number by 90,000.
It's called a freaking calculator, my guy.
1876.
Adding machine? Yo, you can't add with the
Divided
goddamn
by
subtract button. Wait, what? What is he
90,000,
saying,
yes.
bro? 1, 8, 7, 6. 1876 988.
1,876,988 divided by 90,000.
How many zeros is in 90,000 again? Oh, that's right. No! Are you serious?
18.
Yo,
76,
what?
9,
Yo, that C should be calculate,
by-
bro.
90,000, yes.
Yo, this is so stupid, bro. This is so stupid. Whoa. 1876 1876 988. Alright.
1,876,988 divided by 90,000.
Frick! Yo, I hate this, bro.
1876.
Yo, they're just saying it for me. Because,
by-
yo, shut up. Yo, I got it,
90,000,
bro.
Yes.
1876. Wait, is it 1876? Yeah, 1876 988. Divided by
1,876,988 divided by 90,000.
easy.
20.
Easy, yo. I got that
starts
first
at
try.
zero,
Y'all
so
were
you want to
waiting
add
like
one to
8
the
hours for that.
21.
I
That
knew
number
it.
is
I
your
knew
letter
it,
of the
bruh.
alphabet.
Like freaking
Check the
Terry.
letter,
He should have
find
used
the
his
right
thumbs,
aisle.
bro. He should have
You
used
are
his
in
thumbs. It would have
business.
done it in 2 seconds.
You do this every day?
I ain't about to look up where this freaking is at. 21st letter is U. Yeah, I knew that.
Let's see what the site is worth to them.
Yo, frick that. Where is this? Randall Jones on. Open the book on the right side.
76988.
Yo, Randall Jones.
Book value is $350. With the new home in place, the improved value of the property is $3,500. They can make a killing. But how do they pull it off?
Know why I plumbed for the caddy? The extra trunk space.
One thing you learn in the war, boys. You do your talking once the smoke clears. Throw out the guns.
Sir, get down! Yo, we got a shotty? He got the shotty on him? Yo. Yo, where you at, boy? Where you at? Yo, where you running, bro? Where you running? Yo, come back.
Christ. Just missed.
What? Reloading? Yo, this is actually garbage, bro. Freaking reloading my bum cheeks, bro. Some garbage, bro.
The extra trunk space.
One thing you learn in the war, boys. You do your talking once the smoke clears.
Get down! Don't move.
Throw out the guns.
TS so Kevin. Who's Kevin, bro? Yo, this thing's fully reloaded, eh? Get down! We're going.
Just missed.
Yo, I'm yeah! Got clapped up, my guy. Got clapped up. Okay.
I need a word, Courtney.
That's okay, Jack.
I thought this guy died.
You didn't need to come all the way down.
It's important, Courtney.
Wasn't he the... Was his brother the guy?
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
What are you talking about?
Don't fuck with me, Courtney!
I swear, I don't know what you're talking about.
How does your name appear as one of the investors in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
You're out of your mind.
I was down at the Hall of Records checking on a property company called Elysian Fields Developments. Their funding comes from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Seriously, Jack, I have no idea.
You're lying!
Your name is there, Courtney, with some pretty interesting company. The mayor, the district attorney, some dirty cops, and your buddy, Dr. Harlan Fontaine.
Dr. Fontaine?
That's crazy.
Spill it, Courtney. I want all of it. Fontaine and the rest.
Fontaine took the morphine off our hands. Look, Jack, I know you said to get rid of it, but it's okay. I did something good for once. He reinvested the money for us. That's it.
Oh.
That's what's happening.
They're
building houses for GIs, Jack. I turned a mistake into something beneficial. Something that's going to help out the guys.
Courtney, they're building matchstick houses. They're going to burn them for the insurance money. They'll probably stiff the poor bastards for the deposits.
Please, Jack. Say it isn't so. Harlan's a doctor. A good one. He helps out a lot of people.
This is crazy.
Looks like he's helping himself, Courtney. You're the fall guy.
That's crazy. So now we finally know. Now we finally know what is happening. After 23 missions, we finally understand what happened. Damn, that's a fire fit. Yo, does he have outfits? No, he doesn't. Alright, so basically, for anyone who... Yo, why they gotta... They're about to bomb my house, bro. Watch them bomb my house or something, bro. So for anyone who doesn't understand what's going on, basically...
Jack Kelso.
This guy...
Who's asking?
And all these other guys were all...
Leland Monroe.
Basically, all these guys were part of the military, okay? and that guy he just talked to was also a part of the military, and his doctor was also like helping him for a treatment. That guy in the blue sweater, and that guy was like, "Yo," the doctor was like, "Yo, give me your morphine from the army." And Cole Phelps and this guy we're playing as right now have also been in the army, as you could see in the flashback a couple scenes ago. And basically what happened is that doctor took the morphine and sold it, made profit off of it, and now he's buying properties and being like, "Yo, I'm doing something good with the money now. GIs can live here." And what they're doing is they're scamming that guy and basically making houses that are easily burnable and getting a bunch of investor money off of it so they can make profit and then just have a bunch of cash, you know what I'm saying? And everyone else in the other stuff dies, you know? So
I was wondering when you get
yeah,
around to
that's
calling.
I'd like to meet with you, Mr. Kelso.
and this guy who is just talking with him right now is like the main guy who makes all the properties. And they're all basically like in on it for extra money.
I bet you would, Mr. Monroe. But I value my skin highly enough to not want to meet with you. Why don't you just send some more of your boys around and we'll have a nice cup of tea?
You realize that I could make you a very wealthy man, Mr. Kelso.
Better than $220 a month?
You're a very witty man, Kelso. Substantially better.
I'm going to have to let it slide, Mr. Monroe.
Are you haggling with me, Jack? I might be. Come around to my place at 9. 5164 Santa Monica Boulevard. You'll come?
I might. Good night, Mr. Monroe.
What's he gonna do? Was he calling Cole? Yo, first thing you do, you call Cole and you're like, "Yo, is this Cole?" No. This guy wears blue a lot, I noticed. Okay, let's lock in. Alright, hold on. Leland Monroe's mansion. I'm shocked he's actually going. This sounds like a trap. Like, realistically, what is he gonna do there? He's gonna, like, what is actually gonna do? They're walking around with pistols and guns. Is that the mafia boss?
I appreciate the help, all of you. We can reminisce later. I want a minimum of noise and no prisoners.
No prisoners? This isn't Peleliu, Jack.
These guys are grifting GIs. That's what they do for a living.
It's okay, Jack. We all feel the same way. Just hasn't turned out quite the way we imagined.
Let's get it done. Teams of 2 at the ready.
Yo, they're going army mode into the goddamn or like what's it called, the villa or whatever it's called, the compound. Yeah, that's what it's called. Ooh. Yo, we're out here taking out these guys like crazy. This is actually insane. I would never expect us to do this. Look how they're walking. Yo, could we have done this stealthily? Yeah, frick that. Who cares?
Somebody!
Soon as he pokes his head out, we
That's a kill!
Oh, is that my teammate?
shot me.
Throw out the gun!
Pokes his head out, we'll step on it. Right flank, somebody!
Catch a bullet, son of a bitch.
Somebody put some fire on that guy!
Where are these guys at?
Keep your head down!
I got you now, motherfucker!
Weapons on the ground, now! Running
Keep it
low.
up, chump. I know you're there.
That's it. Out of ammo.
Real clever, asshole. Kill! Damn that son of a bitch. This one's getting...
All right, men, hold the perimeter. I got
Nice.
personal business with Mr. Leland Monroe.
There it is! Blast him!
Don't move. What? No.
You're a very sweet-looking girl to be holding such a big gun.
I know how to use it,
Oh.
mister.
I'm sure you do. So how about pointing it over there in the direction of Hollywood instead of at me, Princess?
You're quite the wise guy.
I don't normally shoot women, Princess. How about putting the cannon down? I didn't think you had the guts, sweetheart. I was never very good at reading women.
Damn.
Monroe! Where are you, damn it? God damn!
Facts, man. Like, what? So what's all this, like...
Jack Kelso.
That's my opening negotiating position.
Damn!
Oh, you crazy son of a bitch! How did you get in here? I'm bleeding to death. Get me a doctor.
Nah,
I thought I
hell
had an
no.
invitation, Monroe. Your boys outside were certainly expecting me. That's my second offer.
You sadistic bastard! What do you want?
I'm going to take a look around, Monroe. Then I want you to tell me what you know about the mayor and those Trojan houses that you're building.
Damn.
The Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Remind me what they say about absolute power, Monroe.
Fuck you, Jack.
Dr. Fontaine, I need to speak with you urgently.
Sit down. Please, sit down.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
It's the fund we are using to channel money into the development of new houses.
Why is my name on the board of managers?
Technically, you are a major contributor. Please, Courtney.
Those houses are a sham, Doctor. They're going to be burned for the insurance.
That's a scandalous allegation, Courtney. Do you have any proof?
Jack Kelso, an investigator for California Fire and Life, has seen them. He was almost killed when he found out what was going on.
I don't know what to say. I feel that I have been duped. Who do you think is behind this subterfuge?
Jack says it's a property developer named Monroe. He said it goes all the way to the mayor.
You cannot have believed that I was involved.
I don't know what to believe anymore, Doctor. I hope that you weren't involved.
Thank you for your trust, dear boy. Be still, Courtney.
No.
All of your troubles are finally over. Let them go. Let them drift away.
No way. Oh my god.
That's a hell of a payroll. I'm guessing Benson's portfolio is only a fraction the size of yours, Monroe.
Criminal intelligence reporting on Dr. H.J. Fontaine. Dr. H. Fontaine is implicated in the supply of distribution of narcotics in greater LA county area. In his capacity of clinical psychiatrist, he has dispensed large quantities of contraband morphine to drug dealers and under pretext of prescribing treatment of his patients, or for his patients. Between July 18th and September 3rd, 1947, 22 suspects armed with narcotics possession claimed that the drugs were medications, which is obviously a lie. Given that the given them to alleviate the symptoms of various psychiatric illnesses, several showed paperwork to this effect. No pattern noticed by arresting officers. However, no further action was taken since the charge amounted more than the misdemeanor of suspects that were processed across 4 separate divisions: Central Hollywood, University, and Highland Park, which I'm pretty sure I already covered. On September 7th, the lengthy interrogation from Reginald McBarley offered the name of associate Holy News Doc Fontaine. Interviews transcript, ... Barkley stated that Fontaine was selling a party deal brokered with Willie James Foster, yet to be apprehended. Foster is known for LAPD Administrative Vice high-ranking Mayor Courier for the Mayor Harris Cohen on August 28th. Again on August 6th, and then again in another date. Fontaine was videoed by men's hearsay on Sunset Boulevard and wherever that is, known to be owned by and operated by Mayor Harris Cohen. On 3 occasions, Dr. Fontaine was inside for more than an hour. 2 days of his final visit on September whatever. A shipment of morphine with a street value of $4,000 was moved from a house to Brentwood, an East Downtown warehouse, whereupon it disappeared. It is the opinion of this officer of Dr. Fontaine
Smart.
is significant.
Keep the dirt on Fontaine under lock and key.
In Los Angeles.
This is your insurance.
With close ties of the organized crime. Recommended that kept under the surveillance until the time is comprehensive Legal brief has been assembled. Sincerely yours, Roy Earl. Damn. Do I have all the evidence? I probably do. Actually, let's just read this real quick. Okay, so here's what we have to get. Shares. After the cutscene, search to see for shares. And a criminal intelligence report and a payroll. So we have listing all names of dirty LAPD cops.
Some sold up. The others obviously didn't know the lengths these sons of bitches would go to.
It can't be stopped, Kelso. There's too much money at stake.
Kingdoms rise and kingdoms fall, Monroe. Ask the Emperor of Japan.
Have some fucking mercy!
Operator, put me through to Phelps, arson squad. Yeah, Biggs, it's Jack. I'm at Monroe's. He's in a talkative mood. If you get here in a hurry, you might get something before he bleeds to death. Elsa.
Oh, thank God.
Where? Fontaine. Dead? Former patient.
So that crazy son of a bitch finally came back for a checkup.
It's Monroe. He's raving.
You want information, cocksucker. You get me some medical help.
I've got to go, Herschel. Monroe's negotiating again. Do you want my final offer, Leland? Tell me how I find the guy who has Elsa.
Nutcase, he did whatever Fontaine asked. He had some kind of power over him. He did all the fires and then he went off the rails. I don't have a fucking name! He worked as a bug sprayer. Get me a goddamn doctor! Kelso, you son of a whore! Get me a goddamn doctor!
Damn. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund has been dismantled the old-fashioned way. That's facts. Yeah, that was actually a good mission. That was actually a peak mission. Jeez, bro's near the end. What the hell? Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Almost at the end, brother.
There's a statewide APB out on it.
Jack's okay. He has something up his sleeve. He's not worried about being caught.
How do we help?
We go after the other side of the equation. Jack has a legion and its cronies running scared. We go after the doctor and some of the other guys.
But the whole department breathing down our necks.
It's time for action, Herschel. It's time for change. Jack's crossed the Rubicon, and we have to be on the other side ready to help.
Christ, what was that?
Explosion. Something big.
You think it's the Reds? You think those Rusky sons of bitches that dropped the H-bomb on us?
Calm down, Herschel. We need to be ready for the call.
I'm not waiting for an invitation. Get in the car and head for the cloud. KGPL can give us the details on the way.
All units, 27 report. All units, reports of explosion
identify no further. All units, car 88K reports an explosion downtown. Repeating 88K.
Damn! The whole street.
We have looters around the corner. Cuff them or put them down. We need to get this area under control.
Shoot at cops, you little prick! Get that bastard Cole! Now ain't the time to be looking for...
Might as well out here thinking about to chase
Commando
him.
want us at the scene. Let's go.
Jesus. I never seen nothing like
I played
I wish I could say
half
the
of
same.
Vice and Arson off
The
stream.
bomb's gone off. Jesus Christ. Poor people.
No, maybe I
We
played
gotta
some of it
find
on
out what
stream.
went down.
Damn!
Get delayed somewhere?
What in God's name happened here?
This is a good case. Yes,
Wasn't
sir.
nuclear. If it was, we'd all be dead from the radiation.
That's reassuring.
Damn, this is the second last case.
Everyone inside the factory was vaporized. I mean, look at the size of that crater.
Almost done the game.
The mayor is going on television, appealing for calm.
Television? Who can afford one of those things?
Anything to go on?
You're looking at the remains of Nicholson electroplating. I have an idea of what might have caused the
Yo,
explosion.
you missed out. Honestly,
I'm
the
only
best,
guessing.
the funniest
look
part
around
was
the
when I
rumble,
was in
see
the
if you
freaking
come up.
library, bro. Yo, we need to tackle this guy, bro.
Turn upside down.
And it's
it,
time
Mr.
for us
Mayor.
to do our
You're
jobs.
wrapped.
Well, good. Thank you very much, son. I think it went okay.
Who do you think
Couple
you are,
of
huh?
pickups, sir,
What
but
do you think you
that's
are?
to be expected.
What do you think you are,
Nobody's
huh?
ever done this before. We'll get better with practice.
Who do you think you are?
That maybe goes for me too, son. Should have played it a little more somber.
Who do you think you are?
What do you think, son?
No, Mr. Mayor, you came across as very resolute.
Damn, look at those crusty feet. Yo, my bad.
Vaporized.
It was like the freshest crime ever, bro. There ain't no freaking markings on the floor yet, I think. What did that say?
Sweet heavens. Looks like all
laundry?
that's left. I can try the laundry tag.
Detective, you seen this yet? Come take a look.
Blew the locker open, but shielded the contents. Let's see what we got in here.
What is it?
What is that?
A substitution cipher. The Germans used them in the war. These are cipher rings.
You know what to do with them?
Of course.
Maybe. I used them in OCS. These first letters are the cipher key. The rest of the message should align itself.
How the hell am I supposed to understand this, bro? Okay, K S B O J No L K Q and then it's X S Yo, what is this garbage? Is bro about to finish the game this sitting? I think both rooms can be rotated. Yo, frick this, bro! Okay. If K is H, okay? If K is H, we're just gonna move this outer ring all the way up here. And now we're gonna make K equal H. Okay, I think the code is 1, 3. Rotate the outer way first to the first. Why am I speaking like that? Yo, frick this. Move it so H is K. Frick. Yo, frick this. Yo, frick this. Yo, frick. Frick this, man. Alright, what's this friggin' mission called, bruh? Frick this. It's called... I can't even... Nicholson electroplay. Alright. Alright, let's see this. Oh, frick! Crime scene. Alright. Undeciphered message. A decipher code apparatus, the message of the... Okay. First align the outer rings, aligning the H in the outer ring with the K in the inner ring, and then turn the outer ring the letters in the message. The first letter is K, so the decipher is N. Keep rotating the letters. Alright, they actually gave you the information, thank goodness. Wait, how did they actually do that? First letter is K, so the decipher is N. Is that true? Yes, it is. Alright. So.
Are you doing math?
No. I'm deciphering a message. You guys giving up? Yeah, I'm actually giving up. Alright. So. Turn the inner ring of the letters to make the message the first letter is K, so the decipher will be N. Keep rotating the outer ring and remaining the letters. Alright. So, K. S. B. O. Yo, what's on the top left of the screen here? J. L. Okay. Q. X. S. B.
It's an address. 133 North Vermont Avenue.
Yeah, that was an address. That's crazy. Alright, let's check what else is here. Airplane part and laundry tag. I got the laundry tag. I did not get the airplane part.
Propeller.
Let's get a
Acha.
paper.
Propeller is the new airplane part. अच्छा वो क्या कहते हैं?
Only OSS agents use these
You wanna come
things.
with me to Costco?
We'll need to get the film developed to see if there's an espionage angle.
Really?
Any ideas, Herschel?
Certain things.
None that I care to utter for public
Water-
consumption.
Well, the water is not a big issue. तो ऐसे करते हैं फिर तुम.
You want to get food from there?
Tomoko Akamoto.
वो तो
Japanese name.
obviously food ही ले जा रहे हैं ना. You didn't go to sleep. Your eyes are red.
No, they're not. Are they actually? Yo, my eyes are normal. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm telling you, your eyes are red.
I'm actually.
You should go to sleep. Okay, so if you're gonna sleep, then.
How long until you're going?
I can go right now. Just like that's this.
Oh gosh.
If you wanna come.
Yeah. I'll come. Alright, guys. I can't lie. I'm gonna go to Costco for probably an hour or two, and I'll be back. So, yeah. See ya. Sorry it's getting cut off here, but I will continue this. And I will finish the stream. You can watch it later on. If you got any questions, just DM. See ya. Thanks for watching.